Hey guys, I'm Donica. I have a friend here, well my sister named Danielle. We're going to talk about the stem. Let's start with the vocab words. The annual ring is the form by 1 year's growth of axonal tissue that is presented only in the woody plants. So like the stem part, the bark, when you cut down a pine tree, it has all those rings around it. So yeah. And then the bark, the protective outmost layer of the tissue in woody stems. The cambium, growth tissue of the vascular plants that produces both the axonal and folium. Herbaceous stem is usually green and flexible. Vascular bundle, the bundles into which vascular tissue is organized in herbaceous stems and younger woody stems. Wood, the axonal in the stems of woody plants. Woody stem, a stem made up of annual rings of axonal. Now we're going to talk about objectives.
Identify the function of the stem.
The four. Vascular tissue, food stage tissue, growth tissue, and protective tissue. And it here says, describe the tissues that make up the stem, which is these. So the vascular tissue includes the axonal and folium. The food storage tissue is made up of packed cells that store food. The growth tissue is made up of cambium is between the axonal and the folium. The protective tissue is found outside the storage tissue and forms the outer covering of the stem. Distinguish between the herbaceous and woody stems. The herbaceous stems are usually green and flexible. Herbaceous stems are usually green and flexible and have vascular tissue arranged in groups of vascular bundles, like the vascular bundle. Woody stems are harder and more rigid than the herbaceous stem. In plants that have woody stems, the axonal is organized in series of annual rings. Now on to the review it. What is the function of the stem? All stems support leaves and reproductive structures and transfers food, water, and minerals throughout the plant, store food, and usually produce food. What types of tissue make up a stem? Well, the vascular tissue, food storage tissue, growth tissue, and the protective tissue. Since we went over the herbaceous stem and woody stem, we don't have to do that. So, thanks guys. Okay.